We got breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. Five-star power forward Xavier Booker committed to Michigan State. The Spartans are getting the number 3 overall player in the class of 2023 and the number 1 power forward. His commitment bumps Michigan State up to the 5th-ranked class in the country. Well, for a reaction, we welcome in 24/7 Sports Director of Scouting, Adam Finklestein. Adam, how big of a get is this for Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans?
Well, it's a potentially very big one because in a class that really doesn't have a definite number 1 prospect right now since G.G. Jackson's reclassification, Booker may be the most naturally talented prospect in the class. Now, there's a little bit of a gap between potential and production. He's got to continue to get stronger and more efficient. But when it comes to his long-term upside, we're talking about a prospect who could very well be at the top of the class of 2023.
What do you like the most about his game when he steps out there on the floor?
Well, I think it's just his tools right now. I think when you're talking about someone who's just a shade under 7 feet tall, who's exceptionally mobile, just the ease with which he runs and covers the court. It's the kind of thing you obviously can't teach. He's got really good hands, really good touch. You see that athleticism. But this is also someone at 6'11" who can step out and show that touch out to the 3-point line. So it comes down to what could he become down the road. He's already made huge strides within the last year. We want him to be even more than he is now. And if he can make another jump like the one he made within the last year, there is a very real possibility you're talking about the number 1 prospect in the class. But right now, as I said, he's got to get stronger. He's got to get more physical. He's got to adapt more of an inside-out, efficient approach. And I think Tom Izzo could very possibly be the guy to help him do all that. And if he does, you're talking about someone who could very possibly have a lottery pick type future.
All right, but when he does get there on campus in 2023, how much of an immediate impact can Booker make?
A lot of it's going to have to do with the weight room. A lot of it's going to have to do with getting stronger and embracing the fact that he is a 4-man or maybe even a 5-man at the next level, and that comes down to adjusting to the physicality of the game and just how hard he's willing to compete on a daily basis. To put it in perspective, Booker went through the USA Basketball 18 and under national team tryouts. He did not make that team. And a large part of it was because of the fact that his impact right now just isn't where it could be relative to all his tools. So when he gets bigger, gets stronger, embraces playing the game inside out, he's going to have a fantastic ceiling. And when you get to a place like Michigan State, those expectations are going to be made very, very clear. And this is a high character young man who comes from a good family. So I expect he will make that transition. Going to have to be a little bit patient, let the body catch up a little bit. But his future is undeniably bright.
All right, well, what else does Michigan State have on the horizon when you look at this class?
Well, they've got Jeremy Fears already committed. He was someone who had a tremendous summer. One of the top pure point guards in the country, had a terrific outing with the USA Basketball 17 and under national team. That's a different level than Booker tried out for. So you've got those 2 guys already set up. You've got the point guard, you've got the big man, and now it's just about filling out the rest of the lineup. This is a Spartan team that I think was expecting Max Christie to come back this year and be kind of the centerpiece as a sophomore. Obviously, he made an early jump to the NBA, but reinforcements are definitely on the way in this 2023 recruiting class. They've got 2 immediate impact players. I expect they will get more before it's all said and done.
Well, Adam, you said he needs to get in the weight room. He has the tools. Does he remind you of any current or former players?
Well, my colleague, Eric Bossi, in his write-up, he made an obvious comparison just because of Michigan State being from the greater Indianapolis area, and that's Jaren Jackson. Obviously, Jaren Jackson is now a star in the NBA, so he bulked up. Everything went right for Jaren Jackson. And so that's going to be the path that Booker is going to try and emulate. He does have that type of upside. And if he can follow that same path, as I said, there's a chance, and a pretty good chance, that he has a very bright future.
All right, we can't wait to see him out there. He is the 24/7 Sports Director of Scouting, our Adam Finklestein. Adam, thank you for the insight. And for all things recruiting, including college basketball and football, 24/7 Sports is the place to go. From class rankings to latest commitments, it's the one-stop shop for your need to know.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.